Hi, I'm Mike Haduck, and today we're going to visit the Bent Pyramid in Egypt. We're going to go inside the Bent Pyramid and take a look at it. And there's other pyramids around here in this valley. I'll just get a couple pictures of them. So here we go. Okay, we're walking up to the Bent Pyramid, and we're going to take a look at the casing stones on the outside first. We're looking at the Bent Pyramid, and I'm going to give you a 360. There's my brother. And we're going over here, and right there, that's called the Red Pyramid. Then you move around this way, and you go over there, that's what they call the Black Pyramid. We're not going to visit that today, it's just a heap of rubble. And then go back around here, and we're at the Bent Pyramid again. So we're looking at the Bent Pyramid, and you can see the outer casing. The outer casing went first, and then they filled in behind it. You can see all the way up in there. And we're going to go up in here.
Yeah, look at the casing.
Yep.
So
Casing went in first, then they filled in behind it. This goes in towards the center of the pyramid. It's not flat right through like the other pyramids. This was their first attempt. You could see they put the casing stone on first, and then they butt the other stone against it. All these casing stones are not the same. They're all different. I'm going to give you a couple examples. And you go up here, you can see right there where they pieced. You can see up here with the finger where they pieced those pieces together. So all these stones weren't the same. They built it as it went. These stones really are not as big as everybody claims they are. There's my brother standing up against them.
I'm just looking, there's lime in between them, lime and mud.
Lime and mud, yeah.
They did all the old barns and everything.
Yeah, that's
You
all.
can see the stones are rotting away.
Yeah, and all this stuff laying on the ground, that's everything that fell off the pyramids. This is all pyramid stone. Underneath, it's all falling apart.
Look.
Yep.
Just limestone, you know.
It's just limestone. Now we have another small pyramid next to the Bent Pyramid. And the same thing. Casing stones go first, and then they put the other stones on top. Casing stones go first. And the big deal about this pyramid is it went up at this and then it curved in. And they went so far and they were getting cracks, so they kind of bent it in. Down at the Red Pyramid, that's the first true pyramid. Way down in there. I want to make a point that the pyramids, of course, are falling apart, but everything you pick up here on the bottom is from the pyramids. And it's just soft limestone, so they're not that big, and I don't see a big deal. And they used mortar throughout them all anyway. We're going to go right up into there and go inside of it. Okay, we're going down inside. So we got to the bottom. Now we're going to go up into the chamber. Oh, look at that. It goes way up there. So we're going to go up there too. As you can see how they corbelled the stone out. Now we climb to the top, and you can see how they corbelled out here about 5 inches or so till it ends. Looking at the stone on the chamber on the top of this. It's got cracks in it. It's tight. But they got mortar joints in there between it. You can see it. You can see the cracks in the stone. Well, there's a lot of holes in these stones. If you ask me what are they for, I'd have to say scaffolding. They put the scaffold from one end up there to the other end. So when they're putting these stones on, they could get underneath And look at how they're doing it. And from the top all the way to the bottom. That's a long way. That's the way we came in, way down there. In the chamber, you could see they were out here patching it up, but gravity, there was a big crack going up that way. There's big cracks going up this way. And then there's another chamber. So let's go in here. Now this is, you gotta be on your hands and knees to be in here.
There's old. They actually used wood at one time. So this was supposedly one of the first pyramids built, which is called the Bent Pyramid, which when they were going up, the pyramid started to crack, faults forming, and they had to change the angle from 55 to 45. And we got some bats up here or something. Yeah, that's up. This is down.
Now we're on our way back all the way to the top. Now I want to talk about, as a stonemason, the things I noticed at the Bent Pyramid. First of all, this angle went up at 54 degrees and then they came in. Some say that angle was because the king was dying and they were in a hurry. The other one said that the sides were cracking. So the traditional pyramid, if you go to Giza, it was built like this. They put the stones in the middle. All the casing stones went first. Then you fill in the middle. But when you did the Bent Pyramid, when they did it, they didn't do it that way. They did it different because it was one of the first pyramids. They put their casing stones going in like this. And I would believe if that was true, it was the pressure pushing it down that cracked the pyramid, and that's why they bent it in like this. Also, when you got up in here, all the stones got a lot smaller, and as you've seen where my brother crawled up, it was all rubble up in there. Now this is a picture of the way the pyramids and the Red Pyramid was built, and the pyramids in Giza is every stone laid on top of another. It wasn't going this way, so all the weight naturally came straight down, and that's why they didn't get the cracks. So as a stonemason, that's one of the things that I noticed. So I'll say a little bit about the Bent Pyramid. First of all, I don't believe in Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny or the aliens who made him do it. I just believe God made man. Man makes mistakes, he figures it out and he corrects it. Building the pyramid that way with the stones going this way, in my opinion, was a mistake. And they figured it out that everything's got to lay flat. It sits on rock. They put the mortar down, they put the stone down, they put the mortar down, they put the stone down. So I'm going to tell you how we got there. It's about a 40-minute ride from the Giza Plateau. We hired a guide. As soon as we got to the hotel that day, we hired the guide for the next day. And he took us to the Bent Pyramid and the Red Pyramid, and he took us to the museum all on the same day. It was great. The guy was an Egyptologist, which he really knew what he was talking about, and you'll see his card when you look at that video. So that's the Bent Pyramid. I'm glad I got to see that and take a good look at it, go inside. When you see my brother went up there, I was chicken. I only went so far. I'm too old to climb that far. And there was bats up there, and it was all rubble. Nothing was perfect. So you take these videos as they come. At the very end of these videos, I'm going to do a final one, putting the whole scenario into a one bundle and give my opinion on all of them. So thanks for watching. I'm Mike Haduck. Until next video.